you know, it's really, I think it's easy to sell anything if you're passionate about it. And, you know, one of my favorite quotes is one of the greatest sources of energy is pride in what you're doing. And I really believe that, in that it's not necessarily even a sell. It's like, this place is wonderful. I know what it takes here. I think they know that after watching me and, you know, me being in their ear for the last however many years they've been here. And so I told them, you know, this is our program. It's not my program, and I'm pushing it on to you. It's our program now. So I want them to feel that ownership too, and I want them to feel that I'm certainly going to be. I'll lead them where we need to go, but I think they need to feel it, and they really need to feel that ownership where it's ours, and we're doing this together.
I think that's the cool thing about it for both of us, still being in the area and being able to be around him. And he's one of those guys who will randomly hit you up and be like, hey, how are things going? Haven't seen you in a while. Like, you're here and you haven't stopped by. What's up, type deal. So, you know, the relationships with him are great with his players. You know, he always wants to know what you're up to, too. And normally the first question is, you know, how are you? And always checking in on seeing how you're doing. And when it comes to, you know, a coaching perspective, you know, he's more than just a basketball coach too, or when we played, more than just an assistant coach. He was always there if you needed to talk about anything, and, you know, I think that's a great quality for a coach to have.
Yeah, me and Coach O were like extremely close. That was my guy, you know, throughout the 4 years when I'm arguing with Coach Brooks. Coach O was my run-to, and we just had a really good relationship, and I know with a lot of other players, they have really good relationships with him as well. Like Nikki said, talk to him, you know, boy problems, life problems, school problems. So beyond the court and coach aspect, I had a really close relationship, and I think, you know, you respect a coach even that much more. So I think it really helped him as a coach, you know, just have those close relationships with all of us.
I told the girls yesterday in our team meeting, I said, you got to adapt with me and change with me, because I'm going through a change just like they're going through a change. And, you know, doing that together, I think, will be really important for us. But I'm confident I'll get a staff that I trust, and a staff that has the skills to help me when I look down at them, give me confidence that they're going to give me a suggestion and it's going to be a good one. But it will be a very different, very different feel, practice-wise and game-wise. And you know, I'm looking forward to feeling that and seeing what's that's like. But you know, I'm really excited about the change. I was speaking with somebody earlier. That I think will be a little bit more my safe haven, is the basketball part, than all the other stuff that goes on. So I'm looking forward to that. It's like finally time to go. But I'm just looking forward to I mean, you know, standing up, and you're standing up and everybody's looking at you for the call. And you know, I've wanted that, and I've earned the chance to have that, but I've wanted that for so long, and I've always loved this. And so is there one specific moment? No, I've always joked that as soon as we get the jump ball, I'm calling a timeout, just because I want to call a timeout. But no, there's not one specific moment where that I'm looking for. I think it'd just be, again, I'll be adding that to one of my favorite moments in my life.